Good morning, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for joining me for another week of the Giving a Voice to the Power Within show with me, your host, Anne Alexson, and you know it's me because this is my face. Thank you so much for joining me. We've got an exciting show coming up today, or at least I'm excited about it, and I think a number of our viewers are also excited about it. I did post yesterday about it, letting people know what we were talking about today, and there were quite a few comments and questions that came in that we can address today. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I've got notes and things all around me to talk to you today about taking a quantum leap. What the hell is a quantum leap? What does it look like? How does it feel? What happens before? What happens during? What happens after? And all of that fun stuff. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. First of all, for those who are joining us live, and also if you're on the replay, what I'd love to invite you to do before we get started is to take a breath and just allow yourself to become fully present in this moment. There's nothing more important right now than this moment for you. Otherwise, you would not be here. So as you're joining us, please just take a nice deep breath. Bring yourself into this moment right here, right now. Good morning, Catherine and Leslie. Thank you so much for joining me. Lovely to see you. And Catherine, we are also very glad that you have made it this week, although it is always available on replay straight afterwards. So for those of you who are here live, say hello. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know where you are at this point in time. Good morning, Melissa. Thanks for joining us. Let us know where you are. Let us know what the weather's like where you are. At least we have stopped having the rain today. Very rainy day yesterday, and I'm not fond of the rain. I'm someone who likes the sunshine. Hello, Gay. Hello, Liz. Hi, Liesl. Lovely to see you all. Thanks so much for joining me. Now, if you are just now joining me, again, please just take a nice deep breath. Bring yourself into this present moment, this moment right here, right now, and allow yourself to start to receive whatever it is that you're looking to receive from this experience. And please, Tennille, hello, lovely to see you. If you are watching on the replay, please know that everything that happens in this moment is happening right now for you, and you're not missing anything by being on the replay. We'd also like to invite everybody, if you are interested in, or if you know that there's someone that might be interested in this subject matter or the stuff that comes out of my mouth when I'm doing these shows every week, then please don't be afraid to share the live or share the replay or tag your friends in. If you know that they're waiting for the show to start and you can't see that they're here yet, let them know. Thank you. Leslie's from Tennessee. Fantastic. And it's looking like it's going to start raining. Sunny and gorgeous in regional South Australia. Love it. Donna Marie, hello. Lovely to see you. And Sam, it's just after 11 p.m. in the UK, and you usually watch the replay in the morning. Well, I'm so pleased that you've caught us live tonight. Although if you want to catch the replay later, if we go a bit long or anything like that, you're most welcome to do that as well. So give me some hearts, give me some likes. You know I like the thumbs, guys. That lets me know that you're present with me. So keep reminding me that you are here. And look, let's get into the subject matter of the day. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Anne Alexson. I am a transformational speaker, a fully embodied direct voice channel, and I am the creator of the Enlightened Changemaker movement. And today I want to talk to you about a quantum leap. Hello, Leanne. Lovely to see you. I want to talk to you today about taking a quantum leap. And so I want to start by answering some of the questions that we've got because, of course, the questions that came in were exactly the things that I wanted to address when I decided that this was the show I was going to do. So, first of all, what is a quantum leap? What is a quantum leap? Well, I'm sure you've heard it bandied about, as I do as well. Mostly these days from people who are doing business coaching. Many of the female and feminine-based business coaches talk about taking a quantum leap. And so I want to talk to you about it as from a spiritual perspective. And I don't mean religious, I simply mean from the perspective of what I live in at the moment, which is that you are a physical manifestation of the universe. And as such, you are the creator of your reality, and you get to create it any way that you want. Sorry about that. So, what is a quantum leap? Well, literally, a leap, or a quantum leap as we like to call it, is the journey that you take from where you are right now to where you would prefer to be. So the leap is as long as big as wide as the distance between where you are now and where you would prefer to be, or your current self and your future self. Let's look at it that way, because that's also some of the language that that people are comfortable with. So the quantum leap is the distance between the distance between, the bridge between, the length between, the depth between where you are right now as your current self and where you want to be as your future self. So that is the quantum leap. That's the leap. It's not necessarily the quantum leap, it's the leap. The quantum leap is when you can move from where you are to where you want to be in a matter of minutes, hours, days, weeks, as opposed to over a number of years. Obviously, quantum leap gives the impression that you can do it like that. And I want to say to you, let's do that again. That was cool. Like that, stereo clicking. You can make a quantum leap like that. But not a lot of us believe that. So not a lot of us have had experience of that because we don't believe it. Now, if you look back over your life, I can guarantee that you have made a quantum leap in some area of your life where you went from where you currently were to where you wanted to be in a matter of seconds. And because it was something that you were not attached to, you probably don't even remember that you made that leap. You made a leap from sick to well in just a split second. And many other, you made a leap from no money to money in a split second. But because we're unattached, we often don't notice those sorts of small little quantum leaps that we make throughout our lives. So first and foremost, I want to remind you that you've already done this. So I often say, and it comes from, oh gosh, I hate it when I do this. I can't remember his name. Bob. No, I can't remember. Someone will share it on the comments, I'm sure. Well-known law of attraction teacher, teaches about goals, all of those sorts of things. Hello, Edda, lovely to see you. He said that you cannot achieve a goal that you've already achieved. So this is why I think it's important, and I wanted to share with you that you've actually already made a number of quantum leaps in your life. You perhaps don't remember what they were. You perhaps never qualified them as quantum leaps, but I guarantee you have made a quantum leap in your life already. And since you've already done it, then you are fully capable of doing it again, because at one point it was a goal that you had, you achieved it, you've already achieved the goal, therefore you can continue to achieve that goal. Bob Proctor, beautiful, thank you. I knew there was someone there who would give me the name. Thank you, Luttrell, I really appreciate that. So the quantum leap, it's about going from where you are right now as your current self to where you want to be as your future self. Now, that future self can be a minute from now, it can be 2 minutes from now, it can be a day from now, it can be a week, it can be months, it can be years, it can be a lifetime, and that's your choice. And that really is based around what you believe you are capable of. And so What I know that you're capable of is a quantum leap in a matter of seconds. And sometimes we're very blessed in that we hear something or we see something or we learn something that allows us to take that quantum leap. And I hope that just simply being here in this space today helps you to move into that knowing. Beautiful. So that's what a quantum leap is. Why do you want to have one? Well, let's have a look at 2020 so far. I don't know about you, but 2020 has been an incredibly big year for shifts. Every single week, every single day of this year has tested us in every possible way. Now, when I say tested us, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Tested us in a very good way from time to time as well. It's either been 3 months chock full of growth and change and shedding and releasing, or it has been 3 months of stagnation for some people. So I want to encourage you to allow yourself to move into the growth of it. Yes, Leslie, absolutely. So Leslie's just agreeing with me. Definitely, says Leslie. Definitely, it's been that sort of a year. So that's why 2020 and right now is the perfect time for you to allow yourself to have that quantum leap that you're wanting, to take yourself very quickly from where you are right now as your current self to where you want to be as your future self. Why do you want one? Well, I think I've just explained that to you. 2020. This year is the year. Let's just get stuck into it. Let's just allow ourselves to be taken where we are going. It's inevitable that we're going to go there. It is inevitable. So just get there. And Tennille's just saying, yes, 3 months of change, 2 weeks left until the big shift. Fantastic. That's exciting, Tennille. But yes, it has been absolutely 3 months at the very least. It's been longer than that for many, many people, and I understand that. But we're just focusing on 2020 at the moment. So this year is the perfect year. Right now is the perfect time for you to allow yourself to experience the next quantum leap, because the next quantum leap for you is going to leave. It's going to create for you this opening to truly step into your next level purpose, your next level prosperity, your next level of what I call inner peace, or just being who you are in the world without any fear, without any concern, without any drama, and all of those sorts of things. So let's talk about what happens before the quantum leap, what happens during the quantum leap, and what happens after the quantum leap. Now, some of you, when I start explaining these things, will say, well, hell, I've been in that for 5 years now. I've been in it for 10 years. I've been in it. Look, I think I probably am still in it, and it's been 13 years. So it's not necessarily, see, what we often do is we start moving into a quantum leap, and instead of going with it, we start to move into doubt and to fear and to who am I to think that this is possible for me, and into, you know, real life doesn't happen like this, and all of these sorts of things that we think and believe about who we are and what life is all about. So today it's about changing that, about changing your knowing of who you are, because truly you are simply the result. As you stand here right now in your current self, you are the result of who you think and believe that you are, and that everyone else is, and that all the stuff around you is. You are the result of who you think and believe you know yourself to be, and everyone else to be as well, and everything around you to be. You're the result of everything you think and believe that you know about you and everything else. If you didn't hear that clearly enough, I want you to go back, and I want you to replay that little bit and just listen to it over and over and over again. Who you are today as your current self is a result of who you think and believe that you are, and what you think and believe everything else is. Just take a deep breath on that. I can feel some breath holding there in that moment. So take a breath on that. And again, as I said, come back and listen again if you need to. So if you want to go from who you are currently and take a quantum leap into who you want to be in the future, then what we've just said to you is it holds the key to that. And you can choose to do it in a moment and take that quantum leap, or you can continue along the slower journey that you're taking. And neither is right or wrong. Please understand that. A quantum leap, as in a leap that's that quick, is no better than a leap that takes 5 years. It's a choice, and it's a choice based on who you currently think and believe you are. So there's the key again for you. So what happens before the quantum leap? Well, we all know that feeling, don't we? We feel annoyed with what's going on in our life. We're not happy. We get to that place, or it could have been just me, but I think there's more than me that get to this place, where you think to yourself, surely there must be more to life than this. Surely there must be more to life than what I'm living. Surely there must be more to life than going to a job every day, coming home at night, falling asleep on the couch in front of the television, getting up to do it all again the next day. Surely there must be more to life than this. And when you're in that place, that is the beginning. That's the invitation to a quantum leap. Let's call it an invitation to a quantum leap. And then once you have responded to that invitation, and you can respond to it quickly or slowly, it is entirely up to you, depending on who you know, who you think and believe you are, and everything around you is. So once you've received the invitation, you will step into this quantum leap journey. So this bridge journey, whatever you want to call it. And when you're in that journey, which is where most of us are right now, who is in that journey right now? Who is in that place where you've started to look for more? You know there's more out there for you, and you're daily working on just put your hand up, send me a thumbs up, or let me know in the comments that this is you. Pretty much all of us are in this journey right here, right now, where we have had that moment of, let's call it awakening, where we've had that moment of awakening, and we start to think there must be more to life than this. So I'm going to start trying to find what that is. I'm going to start exploring. For me, it was about happiness. I had an awakening moment where I realized that it was true that happiness was a choice, and I made the decision to find out what that meant and how to find that elusive thing called happiness. So, yeah, look, I mean, everybody's coming in and saying, Tennille, yes. Leanne, yep. Catherine, me. Edda, yep. Yvonne, me as well. Fantastic. So, yeah, you all know what I'm talking about. So we're in the during phase. So we're in a quantum leap right now. Now, I'm going to keep using the word quantum leap because it's too hard to differentiate between a quantum leap that happens like that. I've got the clicky fingers this morning. A quantum leap that happens in just a second, and a quantum leap that takes 10 years because time doesn't exist. Okay? And so that's another key. That's the next key for you around your quantum leap. Time does not exist. It's only your perception that says it's taking too long, that it's taking 2 years, that it's taken 2 seconds, whatever that perception is for you. Time does not exist. And so I'm going to continue to call it the quantum leap, even though I can hear some people out there thinking, But quantum leap means that it happens like that. Well, no, that's not true. Quantum leap means that you have taken that leap. The amount of time does not come into it because time doesn't exist in the world that I live in. And I know for many of you as well, you understand that as well. So what happens during it is that you go backwards and forwards. You take a few steps and then you take a few steps back. You move into new things that you haven't experienced before, and then you question those things. You have to learn to totally trust yourself, which is a very, very big hard thing for so many of us. And then once you get through that journey and you move into the after space, well, that's a whole lot of fun as well, isn't it? Not necessarily. Because we think, we're this way when we start, we're going to take this journey or this quantum leap, and then we'll get over here and everything will be hunky-dory. But no, that's not what happens, is it? You get over here and you realize that there is still more quantum leaping to happen because we're in a continual growth phase, a continual evolution. So I want to talk about the hazards or the drama around a quantum leap, because once you put your foot in, well, okay, so here's the difference between how long it takes. A quantum leap is when you strip off everything that you're wearing and you dive right in, right? And a longer leap, a quantum leap that takes a longer period of time, if there was such a thing, is when you maybe dip your toe in the water and then pull it out again. And that's exactly really what the journey is about. You either strip everything off and dive straight in and make that quantum leap and allow it to be what it is and allow everything that isn't coming with you to be released. We hold on to so many things when we should let them go. We all know that. And the other aspect of it, which is just taking your sock off or your shoe off and dipping your toe in the water to get a feel for it, then pulling your toe out because it's a little bit cold, so we'll leave it till the next day, and, on and on and on. And that's the journey that we take. I mean, who's been there? Who's been dipping their toe in the water? I know I have. And so from the human perspective, it might look like a long time of dipping your toe in the water, then taking it out and deciding that tomorrow it might be a little bit warmer, so I'll try again tomorrow. Who else has been doing that? Just give me a thumbs up or some hearts and let me know that you've been doing that as well. So I don't feel so alone. Ellen, thank you so much, Ellen, for getting what I'm talking about here and having a laugh with me as well, because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Enjoying life. So, yeah, Ellen's saying, yes, toe in, toe out, that's me. Tennille, that's a very interesting question. I think I'm usually a quantum leaper, but my husband is my opposite. Well, here's the thing, my love, and here's a little key as well. So this will be the third little key that I've given today. I can't remember what they are, but I know I've given them. Third little key that I've given today. Tennille, if you knew that you were a physical manifestation of the universe, and that you were not separate from anybody else around you, and therefore your husband is simply there to mirror to you something that you want to make a different choice about, something within you. He is there to show you exactly what you know, what you think and believe that you know about yourself and the whole world. So he is doing his job beautifully. He is mirroring for you exactly what you think you know and believe about yourself and the world around you. What a gift. What an absolute gift your husband is being to you in this moment. So when you think about it like that, what is it that is being mirrored to you for you to work with so that you can take a quantum leap? A bigger quantum leap, a larger quantum leap, a more exciting and more fulfilling, a more quick quantum leap. So I hope that helps. And Catherine as well, yes, dipping your toe in as well. Tennille, again, I'm just saying to you the same thing I just said. So you're just saying it's definitely a toe dipper. So our current big shift has been longer. Interesting, because remember, he is simply a mirror of what you think you know and believe about yourself. So where is that showing up for you? Just allow that to sit with you. I know I've said it a few times, but just allow yourself to sit with it. You don't need to know what it all means. Just allow it to sit there. Okay, so some of the drama and hazards and issues that happen when you're going through a quantum leap, we're all familiar with it. So give me a thumbs up if you find people moving away from you. In other words, you're finding relationships that you've had, people that have been in your world, it might even be family for some of you, simply shifting out of your energy field or releasing their energy from you, or simply you needing to move away from those friend groups that you've had for a very long time. Just let me know that that's something that's happened for you, because it's very, very common when we're in our quantum leap period. And some of the other things that happen is that your boundaries get very, very tested by people, and of course, if you're taking a slow toe dipping quantum leap, what you'll tend to do is try to repair those relationships and keep them in your world, because instead of allowing the universe to do what it needs you to do for you to be more, do more and have more, then you are afraid of letting go of those things. So please understand that there is never anything going wrong, and everything that's going on for you is happening for you. As I just said, everything is happening for you, for your growth, for your forward momentum, for your quantum leap. Once you start awakening and asking that question, is there more to life than what I'm currently living? Or any number of other questions similar to that. So, we have people moving away from us. We have our businesses sometimes start to fall apart. The clients diminish and all of these sorts of things. And it's usually because at some point we have known that we have something else to do in the world, but we've chosen to keep doing what we're doing because it's safe and comfortable. All of those sorts of things. Yeah, Latrell, releasing many relationships. Absolutely. That's a very, very big one. And I'm one of those people who, when it comes to the relationships around me, I will continue to allow them to be around me, even if I know they're not good for me necessarily. I know there's something going wrong somewhere in the field. I will still try and keep those people close to me. And at some point, it will get to the point where they just show me who they really are, and I have to let them go for my own sake. So that hello, I am back. I am so terribly sorry. Isn't it interesting that this show goes for half an hour and we've literally just hit half an hour? So interesting that my computer is also at the behest of the quantum leap, so to speak. Yes, Crystal, it froze because my internet shut down. And I was just saying that we've just hit 9:32 a.m., which means that the half hour that I allocated to this show has come to the end. But I still have a few more things to say, so I'm going to keep going. Some of the questions that we got, if anybody has any questions, just quickly pop them into the comments. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up some questions that I had and I'm going to answer them as quickly as I can, and then we will finish up the show. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. So my beautiful friend, psychic medium, amazing woman, Rebecca Gibson, how do you sustain continual leaps? So that was a question that she had, but so did a whole bunch of other people on the thread that I opened up in the Be the Change to See the Change group. By the way, if you're not in that group, come and join us. It's called Be the Change to See the Change. We have high-level conversations in that group, and we'd love to have you with us. So how do you sustain continual leaps? Well, you just continue doing the same thing over and over again. And yes, you might get tired, but this is where self-care comes in. One of the quantum leaps that you must make is from a unself-love to unconditional self-love. And so if you can make that one of your first quantum leaps that you take, and take that into every leap that you make as you're moving forward. So put yourself first, put your self-care first, look after you, fill your bucket, all of those expressions that we're all so familiar with. Tammy has asked, how do you keep the trust when you have a quantum leap and you feel amazing and then some doubt creeps in? Tammy, the only thing to do here is to remember who you really are. You are the universe. You are a physical manifestation of the universe. You are the one in control of all of this. The doubt comes from that place where you forget that for just a moment. So the thing to do is to breathe, to remember, to come into presence as that, and to take the next step. Allow yourself to let go of all of the things that you know, that you absolutely know are true about you and everybody else in the world, and the whole world, in fact. Just allow yourself to let go of what you know to be true, and then allow yourself to actually step into the true truth, the true truth. Hope that helps. Alison says, when you quantum leap, but the world doesn't leap with you, how do you sustain it? Well, I love that question, and here's the thing. You are the world. There is no one else. You are one with everything. So whenever you make a quantum leap, so does everybody else. When you then go back into your small human self and take a look around, and you then start to think from that perspective, oh, that person didn't change. This didn't change. That didn't change. Come back into your universal self. Come back into your oneness. If you've changed, so has everybody else. It's inevitable. It can't happen any other way. We are all one. There is no separation. It's only when we think there is separation, when we know and believe that we are separate from, is when we notice that not everybody is taking the same quantum leap as us. When we are in our oneness, when we know that we are one with all that is, then we know that everybody is indeed quantum leaping with us. It can't be any other way. Teresa Reed actually expressed that, not sure if I could do it. And so I want to say to Teresa and to anybody else who thinks that they cannot take a quantum leap, I want to say, absolutely, of course you can. If it's available for one, it is available for all, because we are all one. We are simply physical manifestations of that same one energy. We look a little different in our human bodies. This is my face, for instance, and that's your face, and they're quite different looking. But when we come back to the quantum level, we're all exactly the same energy, vibrating to look different. Okay, so yes, everybody can. Okay, beautiful. Ali asked about how do quantum leaps tie in with ascension, shedding and growth. I think we've given the answer to that. It is part of all of that. They're not separate things. So every time you take a quantum leap, you are ascending your vibrational frequency. You are becoming more one with all that is. You are stepping into who you really are. You are what all those things people call ascension. So same thing. I'm pretty sure we've shared that throughout that. And Sharon has expressed how, yes, that's what I'm going through at the moment, is where everything flows, everything falls into place, everything feels right, even when faced with challenges. And so this is the beauty of the quantum leap. As you start to come out of it, as you truly embody that knowing that I am the universe made manifest, therefore I'm the creator of my reality, therefore everything I see outside of me is simply a reflection of what I know and believe to be true about me and everybody else, then you will come to that place where you will be in presence and in peace with everything going on around you. Even when it looks like something's a disaster, it won't cause you to wobble from that knowing. So that's what Sharon's talking about there. And Lana asks, how do you manage your leaps and not revert back to your previous version? Here's the thing, Lana, and I know you'll love this answer. You cannot unlearn what you've learned. You just can't unlearn what you've already learned. That's just true. You can't unlearn something you've learnt. And so you cannot revert back to your previous version. You can look at your life and notice that, hey, I changed it for a minute, but now it seems to have gone back to the same thing. But I guarantee it won't be the same thing. There will be something that's different within that. You cannot unlearn what you have learned. And I think that's really an important thing to end this session on. So I'm not sure if anybody's still with us because I'm not getting any comments, and we did the internet dropped out, so I may have lost everybody. So if you're still here with me, throw me some hearts and love and let me know that you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to finish up. And once again, look, my name is Anne Alexson, and this is the Giving a Voice to the Power Within weekly show. We do it 9 a.m. every single Tuesday morning. That's Australian Eastern Standard Time. And we have weird, strange, odd conversations. We had a lot of opinions of mine. a lot of energy work being done at the same time, because I have an ability whereby as I speak, it has the capacity to change your vibrational frequency and to help you step into your quantum leap or step into your next level. So that is that's why I like to do these shows for you, to be of service to you. I do hope that you've enjoyed the show. I know I'm rambling now because I don't know what's going on with my internet. Fantastic. Thank you. Enlightened conversations. I love that. Thank you, Edda. So yes, if you're watching the replay or if you're watching live and you think that there are people that you know that might get something from this, don't be afraid to share it. I love that you share my things, and I truly, truly appreciate it, because I have a message and I want to get in front of more people, and you're helping me to do that. So thank you very, very much. If you have any questions about anything on the show today, make sure to pop them in the comments, whether they're over there or down here. Pop them in the comments and I will come back and respond to all of those questions. And if you are at all interested in learning more from me, working with me, just simply send me a personal message and let me know, and we will see what that might look like for you. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's show, and we'll see you again next week at the same time. Thank you.